ॐ जननीं शारदां देवीं रामकृष्णं जगद्गुरुं पादपद्मे तयो श्रित्वा प्रणमामि मुहुर्मुहुः। Kedar sang several other songs. After the music, the master again talked to the devotees. Nandalal, Keshav's nephew, was also present with a few Brahmo friends. They were sitting near the master. To Vijay and other devotees. A man brought a bottle of consecrated wine for me, but I could not even touch it. Vijay, Master, I become intoxicated at the mere thought of God. I do not have to take any wine. I feel drunk at the very sight of the Charanamrita, that is the water which the image is bathed. It is considered very sacred. The word Charanamrita itself makes him drunk. I feel as if I have drunk 5 bottles of liquor. When a person attains such state, he cannot help discriminating about food. This is love. 2 types of love. One, worldly love, which entangles and binds. Divine love, which releases and from bondage release. But both are loves. Love focused on an individual object, loving a place, loving a nation, loving a person. Love at physical level, at spiritual level, loving God, loving all beings, loving nature, which contains all jivas in it. This love is expanded flow, which is going to take the jiva to the beyond the nature. It is going to release the jiva from the nature's bindings. We are in the prison house of nature. Birth, death, joys and sufferings of life, all are imposed by nature according to our own karmas, but it is imposed by, we are in that. We cannot escape. But the same world, the same person, if he directs his love towards the divine means the moment you understand what is God or understand, first thing you see is physical world, which is manifestation of God. Clear understanding. All that I am seeing, because you have understood what is God. All aspects of God, it immediately. Just like you are intimately living with a person. The person has so many aspects. He's an artist, he's an engineer, he's a doctor, he's a designer. So many things are there. And this person, when he says things of that person, at a time, all his aspects come together. Not one by one or anything. Just like that, one who knows God, immediately that understanding, from the transcendental realm to the individual being, Everyone is God and within him is God. Everything is pervaded by God and everything is God. That this is visible at physical level. That is visible at transcendental level. You can see God as one of the aspects of God as transcendental only in transcendental state. From this you have to go up, leaving the bodily existence. We are passing through Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti, waking, dreaming and deep sleep, entirely different from each other, unrelated to each other. And we are passing through. Like that, all aspects of God, Bhuvasvaha Mahajanatava Satyam, all types of beings in every plane of existence, everything is God, nothing but God. That aspect of immediately, he is in waking state, any suffering anywhere, any work anywhere, any need anywhere is there in a moment to offer his services. So, first physical level, he is in sitting for meditation, the world disappears for him. The whole world, just like we enter into sleep and the world disappears, when he sits for meditation, the world disappears from inside. It shines forth. And now imagine the intoxicated state of Master. I become intoxicated at the mere thought of God. I don't have to take any wine. I feel drunk at the very sight of Charanamrita. I feel as if I had drunk 5 bottles of liquor. When a person attains such a state, he cannot help discriminating about food. Narendra. As regards food, one should take whatever comes. Naren belongs to the other realm. Whatever comes, this is the Buddhistic view. When he takes monasticism as a monk, he should not discriminate. He'll go and stand in front of a house. Whatever is put in his bowl, sufficient for his that time's eating, he comes out. It can be vegetarian, it can be non-vegetarian, it can be stale, it is 2 days old. He has to see, without discrimination, he must eat. It has been put. If somebody puts cow dung, he has to eat that cow dung. No, whatever comes. He has a begging bowl, and who is giving is conscious that he is giving to a human being. And whatever he gives, whether it is hot or cold, whatever, as it is, he goes and he should take. Narendra is in that spirit of Advaita. As regards food, one should take whatever comes. Master is telling, Ramakrishna is speaking, what you say applies only to a particular state of aspirant's mind. No food can harm a jnani. According to Gita, the jnani himself does not eat. His eating is an offering to the Kundalini, but that does not apply to a bhakta. The present state of my mind is such that I cannot eat any food unless it is first offered to God by a Brahmin priest. Formerly, my state of mind was such that I would enjoy inhaling the smell of burning corpse carried by wind from the other side of Ganges. These are the sadhanas of Tantra. I tasted a very sweet, very sweet to me. It tasted very sweet to me. But nowadays, I cannot eat food touched by anyone and everybody. No, I cannot. But once, in a way, while I do, one day I was taken to see performance of a play at Keshav's house. They gave me luchi and curries to eat. I did not know whether the food was handed to me by a washerman or a barber. I ate quite little. All laughed. Rakal had asked me to eat. How the mental states. Sometimes, when we are in jnana mood, everything is welcome. When you are in bhakta mode, he sees it is offered to God, it's prasad. He takes anything given to him as prasad. In our days, early days, our Gurudev, most of the disciples around, they used to wait for the Gurudev to take his food. And the waiting for his prasad, whatever he leaves without taking or without eating, that comes out. And they'll be waiting to, everything will be poured in his plate. And so many people around, devotees and good number of people. As soon as it comes, they will pick and go. Just a pinch. By the time it reaches the last person, there will be only chilies left over from the curry and curry leaves. And they pick up that hot chili and they eat it because it is prasad. They don't find the difference. Oh, this is also prasad, this is also prasad. Drumstick pieces, they chew, one string in that they will take and bite and swallow, which we normally cannot eat it. Because such things last to yes, it is prasad. So once it is said to be prasad, there will be, oh, this is partaken by God. I must be able to partake. And this is what is going to give me that divine love for the divine. Once I had a desire to eat dal cooked in a blacksmith's house. From my childhood, I had heard the blacksmiths say, do the Brahmins know how to cook? I ate dal, but it smelt of blacksmith. All love. The Brahmin is supposed to live a honest, absolutely honest life, a sattvic life. If he is not living that life, he is no more considered as Brahmin. He is outcast. A Brahmin is supposed to not to have any feeling of discrimination between people, because he is representing, Brahmin is supposed to represent the divine. He must be in a state that he is able to link God and the devotee. He is like a threshold between God and devotee. What devotees say, he must be able to convey to God, and what God says, he must be able to convey to the people. He is intimate with God and intimate with no discrimination. And second thing is, he is an agent of God. He is an agent of the people to God. And then he should not possess anything except what he has for the day. He cannot save for the tomorrow. So every day he has to either pick from the forests or from the land where the harvest is over, fallen grains, he has to pick up and be in the divine awareness, or he must go for alms and pick up things and eat. So he cannot preserve. And whatever they give, whatever any person gives, he can use it. Suppose when some person comes and gives him 10,000 rupees, he cannot keep it for tomorrow. Whatever he wants for that day, he can utilize. And the rest he has to put in the temple's store and the hundi of the temple. He cannot use it. Next day he has to strive himself. This kind of sacrifice, this kind of the total dependence on God, love of humanity, compassion for the highest, this one, excellence of human existence is kindness. Is your heart kind to the suffering mankind? So this tendency, these are the qualities of Brahmin, the closeness and clear understanding God. And he has to teach all classes of people. The lowest of the low, he has to teach them Puranas. Highest intelligent who can understand the unseen and beyond. Now, within time and space, anything can be explained, anything can be known by people. But the intellectual capacity to know the beyond, the quality required to know beyond, is not there in everyone. So Brahmi is one who can teach the lowest, even the Shudras, who are labor class, who are not unintelligent, who are unintelligent and not intelligent enough to understand the principles. To them also he must be. For them they teach Puranas. It is to same principles, same eternal principles are presented to them in story form. Taking the practical examples, Purana. Similarly, Vedantic truths, the ultimate reality, the Upanishads, and all also he must be able to teach. They are all his children. He cannot take any return from the lower class because they are working hard for their own morsel of food. He cannot exploit them. He must be able to give them. He must be able to serve them, but not take advantage of them, but give them what is necessity for their evolution. So, if Brahmin is protected, all other classes of people are protected. This Shankaracharya explains in Bhagavad Gita Bhashya why Brahmin is given a highest place. Because he being protected, all are protected. Just like government in the war, Mahabharata war, our Duryodhana says, Bhishma meva abhirakshantu bhavanta sarva evai. You protect Bhishma, we are all protected. Like that, the Brahmin protected. But now we find very few real Brahmins who are to that stage, to that level of expectation of the sages and enlightened soul, who is honored, really honored for their sacrifice, really honored for their equanimity, really honored for their equality, really honored for the love that they pour on others and all beings. So that honor is to Brahmin remains. Thakur is to love, to eat such people who are not corrupt, who are not untruthful, who are living a honest life. the food given by them. While they are cooking, the vibrations moves. Their thought is there in the oneness with God. Other people, their mind is on enjoyments. The same thought they are cooking with the enjoyments. So that affects everything, carries even clay. You see, in recent times, the pottery, if you can get an ancient pot, the one who is making a pot, what they were talking can be taken out from that. If they are holding hand and talking, the vibrations, they are just like gramophone. Your vibrations are caught and recorded in the gramophone plate. How whatever he speaks, it creates a vibration, and vibration is fed against magnetic. So, till now, we used to use cassettes, magnetic cassettes. The magnetic tape will be flowing, and whatever speak, it creates the vibration. Vibration is God. Vibrations is God. So his mental states flow into the food. And Sri Ramakrishna used to feel the difference, lot of difference. I received the Allah mantra. The master was referring to his initiation into Islam. I received Allah mantra from Govind Rai. Rice was cooked for me with onions. The Muslims generally relish onions, which are forbidden to Orthodox Brahmins. From the footnote I am reading also. With onions in the kuti. I ate some. I ate curry with Manimalak's garden house, but I felt a kind of repulsion to it. When I went to Kamarpukur, Ramla's father was frightened. Whenever Sri Ramakrishna practiced other religions, he became the indweller or the inter. Now, to observe a religion from outside is different. Being an inner, insider. Outsider, I am outsider observing a religion is I am superimposing my ideas and I am judging from what I am. What it is, I will never know. It is what it is to know, I must be insider of that religion. I am outsider of a religion gives a different picture. Being an inside of religion gives another picture. What it means, what I understand, what it means. I become Sri Ramakrishna whenever he practiced any sadhana, any spiritual practices of different classes, then he used to always be the insider of that. So in Islam practice also, how they live, how they feel about Allah, how they feel, just like we feel for Krishna, just like we feel for Brahman, just like we feel for any god or our Ishtadevata. The same feeling they project on Allah. A Christianity, they will apply the same heart, same mind on Christ. As an insider when you see, when an outsider you see that some faith, some God is taking them. Maximum of that much. Oh, let them go their way. We cannot conclude it is wrong because we do not know. We cannot conclude it is right because we do not know. But one who becomes indweller, he goes up to the end and sees and comes. Sri Ramakrishna went to the end and saw, oh, all religions, all paths lead to the same end goal, the God. It is various ways of seeing God in different, just like a sweet meat, eating from different sides. It is the same. So, when I went to Kamarpukur, Ramla's father was frightened. He thought I might eat at any and every house. He was frightened to think that I might be expelled from the caste, so I could not stay long. I came away. Because all differences fall off. In spirituality and in divinity, all differences dissolve. Oh, what a state of mind I passed through. I would open my mouth, touching, as it were, heaven and the nether world with my jaws, and utter the word Ma. I felt that I had seized the mother, like a fisherman dragging fish in his net. How that feelings will be there, the intense feelings that makes the Lord, He is presenting, has come to this world with a human form, behaving as a human. At the same time, he has to present the highest ideal of God realization and the path that anybody can follow for the present age. He has to present and go. He is doing that part. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.